This video is brought to you by A12 Productions. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to enjoy the videos. Also, please try and comment and rate the videos. Thank you.
What will happen is it will get them to input the first and second number, and they'll have to wait all the way until down here before it actually tells them, hey, wait a minute, you put in a value I don't actually understand. We could probably improve that if we really wanted. We could do some checking up here and then do all the stuff down here, but that would just overcomplicate our code. And anyway, if someone really wants to use the program, they're not going to be likely to type in a character that isn't there, and if they do, they'll most likely realize because they'll be paying attention. So that kind of gets rid of annoys unwanted customers. Anyway, after outputting the result, we say, would you like to use the calculator again? y/n. Again, we use the get function, and we're declaring a char variable called again here. You know, for do you want to use it again? So get, and then again we're making the value of again uppercase, so we don't have to use lowercase y, uppercase y, and so on. And now we're switching again, and if the value inside again is y, just break from the switch statement, because if it's y, we want to continue. So we don't actually need to change any values, whereas if it's n, we need to change the done value to true, because remember the condition is not done. So we change that to true, and then output thanks for using the calculator, break, so it gets out of the switch statement, and then it comes round to the top of the loop and checks the condition, and that's false, so then it breaks out of the switch statement. And we've actually used the get function here again, as opposed to char h std sin h, because it's just easier to type this out than the other way. So that's it's all pretty self-explanatory. Again, we've got a default here as well. It says could not process your request, exiting, and actually, I don't think that will work. Yeah, we've got to put a little error there on camera. Got to change done to true as well down there. Okay, now that will work. So I've explained it all. Let's check it out. Let's try running it. Okay, it runs. That's a good thing. Here we can see the tons of space we put in. Anyway, let's just try. I'm going to type S there, and you'll notice, whereas with std sin, we had to press whatever character, and then we had to press enter. The get just as soon as you press a character, it finishes the input bit. Okay, you don't have to press enter or anything. You just press the character, and it takes that. So it's actually kind of cool, actually. Although it can be a bit of a nuisance later. Well, not later. Sorry, just in some situations. There are alternate ways of getting input, but we'll talk about those possibly in a later tutorial. There are a large array of getting input using different functions and stuff. So maybe talk about those later. Anyway, thanks. Please input the first number. So what was I doing? I was subtracting. So I'll put in the first number is 10, and the second number is 5. Okay, and it will process my request. Remember, in the switch statement, S result equals num1 minus num2. Okay, so the result is therefore 5. Would I like to use a calculator again? Yeah, okay, sure. And here, that's just what I wanted to demonstrate there. That's the space. If this statement and that statement were right together, it would look kind of ugly. Anyway, I'm just going to try pressing... I pressed G there, okay? So that's not in any of the options. So I'm just going to input the first number is... let's say I'm trying to divide. First number can be 6, second number can be 6. And then it says, I could not process what you wanted. Result was 0. Would you like to use it again? Okay, so that's just a quick example of what happens if you don't input, if you input a value that isn't actually which isn't actually offered, basically. And let's just test our default statement here, see if it actually exits out like we hoped it would. So I'm just going to press H could not process your request, exiting, and then we can only assume that this input here is just this one, and if I press, let's press W or something, okay, it was, so it exits out of the program, and we therefore know the default statement is working. That's pretty much it then, I guess. That's the whole calculator program in a nutshell. I'm going to upload this to Pastebin, and I'll put a link to the Pastebin page, because I understand it's a lot to type out, and you probably, even with pausing the tutorial, you probably haven't managed to catch all of it. If you feel confident, actually, try typing out this calculator program all by yourself. You don't have to use the get and to upper function. When you're typing it out yourself, you can use sin if you want. This is just a way of making it easier to write out this switch statement here. That's all it is, really. It's just eliminates me having to whine about stuff and being lazy in general. Anyway, quick calculator program. A12 tutorial, over and out.